so we're back for the continuation of The Rising, and we are here with the Letter Force Tender, who we will now take letters from. So let's see what is available. Greetings and welcome to the Letter Force. Displayed here are messages of gratitude and encouragement which folk the realm over have anonymously written. It comes as no surprise, but no few messages are addressed to adventurers. If you wish to peruse some letters, I should be pleased to guide you. And certainly there are, as you can see, many letters. Depending on how much of the game you've covered and depending on what all you've done, this is certainly quite a list to be reading. So, since we have so many, no less than 17, and keep in mind, this may not be the full list. This is with Rika. I may have a longer list with someone else. But for now, let's read all these letters. Starting with a letter from a message board keeper. So as we admire all these letters, let's have a look at one. Many years have passed since we installed a message board on an unassuming street corner. To see it continue to be utilized by adventurers fills me and my fellow keepers with pride. Like a lodestone, the message board draws people together, and it is our hope that it keeps serving you well as a means to share information. For our humble part, we shall endeavor to maintain the board in good repair while bringing you news that may be of interest. With best wishes, a message board keeper. So yeah, this is not unlike the message in a bottle that we got from the 2019 version of The Rising. So next up is a letter from a choreographist. As a choreographist, my job is to create movements that convey specific emotions, such as a dancer's performance or a mammoth's adorable gesture. And though I have the honor of contributing my expertise to etiquette manuals, movement cannot be tangibly preserved in the manner that artworks such as paintings can. From the mesmerizing flutter of fabric to the inviting springiness of booze, it all passes by in an instant. In light of this, if but one of my steps or flourishes occupy a place in your memory, then nothing would make me happier. Movingly yours, a humble choreographist. Why it's not called a choreographer, I have no idea, but I'm not the one who does the grammar. Next, from an etiquette manual writer. One lazy afternoon, as I stood by the Aethroy Plaza, I found myself absorbed by the sight of adventurers whiling away their time. Greeting friends who were passing by, practicing a newly learned dance, sitting on a bench, and chatting. Opening umbrellas when it began to rain, tucking into a loaf of bread when peckish. To the untrained eye, they were doing not out of the ordinary. I, however, saw the fruits of my life's work, and it warmed my heart. Dreaming of a day when proper social etiquette is practiced by all, be it in a ballroom or otherwise, I shall continue my quest to edify. Courteously yours, an etiquette manual writer. Next, from a theater set designer. Maybe the one who takes care of Mikedo's amphitheater in Gridania? Dear adventurer, I am a theater set designer, and one who is said to have a penchant for designing unusual props for the stage. Some of my labors of love, it thrilled me to discover, have caught your eye to become little companions that follow you around, or even modes of transportation. To see my creations for the stage delight you offer, even the oddest ones, delights me in turn, and further motivates me in my craft. In hopes that I can continue to delight you all, I will endeavor to create ever more interesting props. Yours in whimsy, a theater set designer. Next, from a festival committee member. Maybe one from The Rising? Dear adventurer, I am a festival committee member in charge of decorating the cities during celebrations. While decorations are an oft unremarked part of events, some of you have noticed the little touches we apply, such as stray bombs and romantic snowmen, and it makes our efforts all the more worthwhile. Stray bombs. Obviously we know who is putting stuff on the Eorzean Nimble Warrior course at Moonfire Fair this year. As you continue your adventures, it is our hope that the festive ambiance we create throughout the year will provide you with joy and respite both. Mirthfully yours, a festival committee member. And now, from an architect. Recently, my fellows and I have been taking ourselves around the realm, repairing buildings and roads as well as restoring natural landscapes. This we do as part of an initiative to improve quality of life for adventurers. Yours is a long journey. What little we can do to ease your way, we gladly do. Constructively yours, a humble architect. And now from an artisan, which Rika herself is one of them. You who are reading this letter, I bid you imagine the countless adventurers who call this world home. I dare say it isn't difficult to do so, for that is reality as it stands. Yet we mustn't take it for granted, for what we have now is the culmination of much hard work by full many souls. Souls including your good self. Adventurers breathe life into this world, each one of you giving rise to a grand tale, and I hope you never forget this. Thank you for taking the time to cast your eyes over these words. Wherever your adventures may lead, may you find happiness. With utmost respect, a nameless artisan. Well, we were told everyone is anonymously sending these letters, so not surprised to see that. And now, from a linguist. I first set foot in this land 10 years ago. Since then, I've had occasion to meet numerous fine adventurers like yourself. Many languages exist, and they sometimes act as a wall that divides us. This world, however, is a place where we might transcend that wall and come together in unity. Each and every day, you and yours find various ways to forge bonds. In so doing, you gain access to a new world as seen through different eyes, and that is what makes life endlessly fascinating. As you carry on adventuring, I pray that you will be blessed with many such enriching encounters. Yours in understanding and unity, a humble linguist. And now, from a random citizen. Thank you, random citizen! Dear adventurer, during the calamity, and for a long time afterwards, there was nary a smile to be seen upon faces. Now, however, I often see you and yours walking happily through the city, and it never fails to warm the heart. In my mind, you are the symbols of the new era. No one can say what the future holds, but when I see your smiles, I am reassured that somehow all will be well. Sincerely yours, a humble citizen. Yeah, I couldn't look at that and think to myself, Megamind. I just hope I got the line right. So we got to hear from a theater set designer, now let's hear from a theater director. I used to be an adventurer, but in the course of my travels, I developed the urge to recreate for others the sense of marvel that I was experiencing. One thing led to another, and I eventually became a theater director. My role is to produce spectacular theater, and nothing is more gratifying than to receive praise from the audience. For a long time to come, I hope to continue creating memorable adventures to share with everyone. Yours in imagination and wonderment, a humble theater director. Yeah, I can't help but wonder if Genomus brought us this one from back in, of course, the Zodiac Brave story in Stormblood. And then, from an advertising scribe. As an advertising scribe, I create notices for events and products that you see posted to message boards. Such information isn't exactly essential for adventuring, but I consider it job well done if people are aware of their options, and I'll keep striving to deliver information that may be of interest to adventurers. Thank you always for your kindness and compassion. Communicatively yours, a humble advertising scribe. Those must be some impressive advertisements. And then, from a guide. In all things, it's nice to be able to make changes to better suit your taste. But by the same token, the more choices one has, the more difficult it is to decide what to do. We began posting guides on the message board as a way to answer questions from adventurers. Before we knew it, we had surpassed 200 items. We couldn't have kept at it for so long without your invaluable feedback. It makes us truly happy when we hear that we can help to solve your problems, even in some small way. Encouraged by your praise and driven by your requests, we'll keep working hard to serve you. Should you have any comments or suggestions, please do not hesitate to reach out. We always appreciate hearing from you. Informatively yours, a humble guide. Then, from a gatekeeper. Is one of the brass blades in Ul'dah? All who step forth must invariably pass through the entrance, and while most will not spare the place a second thought, we gatekeepers think of naught else, day in and day out. Our solemn duty is to ensure that all adventurers can enter unhindered, and this entails keeping signs in good repair and pesky fiends at bay. We're especially attentive when we throw open all entrances at once, following large-scale maintenance works. Inspired by the eager expressions you wear as you step forth anew, we will continue performing our tasks to the best of our ability. Vigilantly yours, a humble gatekeeper. Vigilantly, huh? Yeah, so many people involved with theater in this list. And now from a playwright. Maybe this is Genomus we're hearing from now. A stirring story needs a formidable antagonist, one who stands in the protagonist's way and causes them sadness and suffering. When the heroes finally overcome that foe, they will know a joy that is as sweet as their struggles were bitter. Those who shared in that joy will go on to become friends true, their bonds transcending age, station, and nations. In order to create such depressing lows and soaring highs, I will strive to conceive of a more compelling antagonists. Good luck trying to outdo the Ascians, but I'm sure in Endwalker they'll find a way to do it. Dramatically yours, a humble playwright. And as we continue with people dealing with plays, from a theater composer. As someone who composes music for the stage, nothing pleases me more than to hear that you are moved by my work. I am also humbled to receive your words of appreciation for the concerts we hold and the orchestrion roles we release. You are my motivation, spurring me to continue composing music that brings the story to life, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Yours in the melody, a humble theater composer. And then, finally, from a theater sound designer as we end our loop of theater-oriented people. From sword slashing to armor clanking, from water running to leaves rustling, I had the pleasure of recreating for the stage the various sounds that can be heard out in the world. It is a challenge and a thrill to produce these sounds, and we draw inspiration from the knowledge that they are heard and appreciated by many. However, the sounds of a play isn't limited to that which we ourselves create. No, they also encompass those made by the audience and the players. It is a collaboration between us, a joint performance, and it is my hope that we can continue filling the world with sound together. Acoustically yours, a humble theater sound designer. And then the last on this list, a letter from an adventurer. Who could it possibly be? I am but a faceless adventurer, one of those who have been in the business for a while without standing out. Right, I guess this is me bearing my soul to my own creation. Recently, menacing towers appeared across the land, in the wake of which such frightening phenomena broke out, the final days or some such. So yeah, only accessible if you got into Endwalker. I don't know how you fared during that time, but if truth be told, it was a little overwhelming for me. Gods know I struggle to get by even without apocalyptic threats to worry about. So many things don't go the way I hope, and I often find myself frustrated and discouraged. Full many times I've wanted to give up, to turn away from everything and everyone. But every time there has been something that has saved me, be it an awe-inspiring view or a kindly stranger, something has given me the strength to take another step. So come what may, I intend to carry on as far as my path leads. I won't surrender, and I pray that neither will you. Yours in perseverance, a faceless adventurer. And there we go. But for now, let's show off the second extra thing we get to enjoy. Okay, so here's the Nora. This is actually someone we met before, in a previous event. Greetings, adventurer. Are you here to test your skills in the excitement of Kupo Kupo Adventure? So yeah, that's an explanation of what it is. Kupo Kupo Adventure is a glamour-generated game in which you control a Moogle armed with a magic rebounding ball and do battle with hordes of fiends. The game was apparently developed by a fun-loving engineer. I don't know the individual personally, I'm afraid, but it is my pleasure to attend to those who wish to play. If you have a spare moment, then by all means, give it a try. Yeah, you remember what I said before about male Rogadins trying to compensate for something? There you go. Excellent! Let's get you started at once. Please enjoy yourself. Yeah, and I hope that whatever is going on there does not get me in trouble and get me flagged. So anyway, as you can see, Kupo Kupo Adventure emulates the original Final Fantasy title screen. But let's show you what we got. So basically, it's 3 stages of the game. And we're going to see if we can't be successful at winning. So, every turn that happens, the enemies will move 1 step forward, and so you have to try and beat them as fast as you can. You have a basic shoot ability, and you also have some special abilities, but of course it's best to hold on to those for as long as you can. So yeah, every move they get to take another step. Now I'm gonna try and move higher up, see if we can't cause more damage. And as you can tell, the music is inspired by the regular battle music in Final Fantasy XIV. So now I'm gonna try and see if I can't use the damage here to try and cause some chaos. So that got rid of one of them. Now I can do something like doing this. And as you can see, each special ability has a cooldown on it, so you have to take that into consideration as well. So now I'm gonna see if I can't Starstorm this group of enemies. That certainly helps. Yeah, as you can see, now we have the cooldown to worry about. Yeah, we can sense now something as powerful is coming this way. And as you can see, if you can do something like that, it's very helpful. And as you can see, Shupon and Ultros are now on the field. Maybe we can slow them down somewhat. Yeah, whenever a major enemy appears on the field, you now have to deal with that too. So now I gotta try and slow these guys down too. Yeah, the Spriggans are right in my face now. I gotta try and whittle them down. Alright, take this there, Ultros. And just like that, he's gone. And that takes care of that. Stage 1 cleared. Moving on to stage 2. This is where I got stuck before. As you can see, we already have a huge bad guy on the field already. But we also want to try and line things up so that we hit the Cactuars, because now enemies are no longer static. And as you can also see, these things are damn fast. So I want to try and time this. Now I'm gonna get shot at here. Now we got a Morball on the field. Didn't quite get all of it. And now we really have to start thinking about making moves here. And now there are green tiles that are gonna poison me whenever I'm standing out on the on a certain spot. I'm gonna try and clear these guys out. You can see just how challenging something like this can be. Fortunately, they do give me an ability here. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and use this on myself. Then, try and shoot down the Cactuar. Or better yet, I can move it over here. And then take a shot when the opportunity presents itself. Yeah, I'm gonna get shot at here. And now they've opened themselves up, so... every time an enemy successfully gets across the line, they will damage you. So it's something you gotta take into consideration as you go along. Oh, it stopped short because it can't pass through the crystal. Alright, so yeah, I gotta use a special ability here. Yeah, as you can see, I'm getting low on health, so I gotta heal myself. And do a little zap zap. Yeah, this shows just how challenging something like this can be. And even at level 2, this is not easy. And you begin to sense a powerful presence. Fortunately, I do have a move. But right now I'm kind of blocked out. I need to allow my MP to recharge. And now the big boss is on the field. So yeah, I'm gonna have to let some of the enemies get through. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just short. This is where the trouble really begins to lie. 'Cause now all these enemies are gonna get through. And I'm still waiting on my MP to recharge. In this instance, I'm just gonna have to take a shot down at the bottom. Yeah, you can see they're dropping a whole bunch of crap down. So I'm gonna wait for this to come down all the way. Nope, not yet. Oh, it's passing by it. What? Okay, I didn't see that coming. Because, yeah, you can't change the position of where that's going. Well, crap. I'm gonna have to take the burn, unfortunately. Well, I have to say this was quite a bit of an unfortunate surprise. I was not expecting this to go back. Because I can try and make it last a little longer, but Yeah, I can try and heal myself as best I can, but it's not looking good right now. Especially when the Ochu gets over here. Yeah, I'm getting bled out, unfortunately. And I really don't know who to set this on. Also, I thought I had enough MP. Yeah, I can do my best to try and chop it down. But yeah, that's gonna hurt and that's gonna do me in. But that's what Kupo Adventure is like. I don't know if I'll ever get all 3 levels, but if I ever do, I'll make sure to show it off. Yeah, there we go. That's all the bonuses that are on store for you. And then once the vendors arrive, I can show you what else is available. Because, yeah, there are supposed to be a couple of vendors, but of course, day 1 and all that. So, yeah, here's the vendor. I must say, almost bears a striking resemblance to Nymphilia. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, we can get 2 new songs, we can get the advertisement for the Rising, of course we can load up on a whole bunch of various special items. Yeah, that's everything that I wanted to show off for you from the Rising for 2023, marking the 10th anniversary of the launch of Reborn. And so, I'm glad I could have all my Warriors of Light that I wanted to have go on this journey ticket with you. And once I get this out, this is going to take some time to get it all out, but once it does, I hope that all of you do enjoy it. If you do, of course, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it on the various social medias, what have you, and let's see if we can't make this Rising for the 10th anniversary of Reborn to be the best ever. I think this game definitely deserves it, and it deserves all the love from you guys, so let's show it all the love that it does deserve. So, with that, I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. And the likely time that I will see you guys again, as far as Let's Play is concerned, will be the launch of patch 6.5. Which means main story is coming, which also means, of course, that there will be the last 24-player Myths of the Realm raid too. So there's a lot to look forward to in the weeks ahead, so I hope that you're ready to take the journey with me. Just like you've been doing for the last 9 years with me. So, thanks everyone for watching, and until next time everyone, may you ever walk in the light of the crystal.